Hola and welcome back. I'm John and we're currently staying at Secrets Royal Beach All-Inclusive Resort in Punta Cana. Secrets Resorts are among the most exclusive and expensive in the area, and we're here to find out if this specific property, which is the oldest, lives up to the Secrets brand standards.
We've read some of your comments about loving the Royal Beach. Let's see where we agree and disagree. We arrived at the resort at 1:30 p.m. and were greeted by very friendly staff. To our surprise, they told us we'd be checking in on the preferred club lobby. We felt this was a mistake and asked them to double check, and indeed, we had booked a preferred room without even realizing it. It was a pleasant surprise, and check-in felt like an exclusive experience. We were hopeful they'd take us to our room right away, but we weren't that lucky. It wasn't ready yet. Our preferred room came with a personal concierge, which, as you know, we're not huge fans of. He was very friendly, and after a brief tour of the property, he took us to the main buffet for lunch. There was a good variety of food, but nothing out of this world. I liked the restaurant more than John, and he liked the food more than me. Until now, the service was living up to the Secrets and Hyatt standards. After lunch, we were supposed to notify our concierge to continue with the tour, but since we're bad boys, we ditched him and explored the rest of the hotel by ourselves. Our first stop was the quiet pool near the buffet restaurant. This area looked very nice, especially the pool furniture and the fancier palm trees. The Balinese beds are not free to use. You need to pay and reserve them to use them. Paying for Balinese beds used to be the case in many Punta Cana resorts, but we thankfully see it less and less as this feels like a needless cash grab. We wanted to stay here for a while, but headed to the main pool after finding nowhere to sit. The main pool is larger, livelier, and way more crowded than the quiet one. Although there were many lounge chairs, not a single one was available. We appreciate the effort of providing a lot of seating. However, there are so many along the pool's edge that it looks messy. The pool has music playing and a wet bar. We kept walking and arrived at a preferred club members only pool in the lower left corner of the property. This pool also has a wet bar, but unlike the main pool, it's quiet. The area felt secluded and peaceful. We especially liked the hammocks in the water and the jacuzzi. Even though there were not many people, no seating was available either. At this point, we were just looking for a place to sit down. To find one, we had to go to the opposite end of the property to the Showtime bar next to the theater. It began raining, so we rested until our concierge somehow found us to take us to our room. He joked about having us GPS tracked, but I still have my doubts. We were assigned room 3370, and John will give you the tour. But first, here are a few words from my male model twin brother. We are now in our room. It was ready just before the 3 p.m. check-in time. John is capturing some footage inside, so we can show you the room later on. I'm just gonna give you our first impressions of the property. We had lunch at the buffet, which is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And the food was very good. John thinks it was great. For me, it was good, but not great. The options I tried were not as good as in some of the other Secrets resorts we've visited, but it was good. The restaurant itself was a bit outdated in some of the tables and materials used, but in general it was a really nice restaurant. The rest of the property, as we'll show you, you'll notice that we think it needs some renovations. For instance, the pools look outdated. They don't look modern. The tiles on the bottom of the pool are the light blue that used to be popular a decade ago. Overall, the property seems nice. We've liked it. It feels tropical. It's an older construction, so the buildings are like they were in fashion some time back, but they're pretty well maintained. As you've seen in some of the other modern resorts in Punta Cana, the building style and the layout has changed, so this one is still classic. Another thing we noticed is that it's really crowded, so the hotel is almost full. The other secrets we visited this week have not been that crowded, and the price of this one is not that it's super cheap, so it's not that it's a cheap hotel, that's why it's crowded. So I don't know why it's more popular than the other resorts. We're gonna show you the room and then the rest of the property, including the preferred club area. As you know, we booked by mistake a preferred room. For some reason we didn't notice until we got here, and they surprised us telling us we were preferred. Okay, we didn't know, and indeed we did book a preferred room and thus have access to the preferred club areas. So we'll show you those as well. Now let's go to John.
Welcome to room 3370. Let's give you a room tour and also a review. This is the bathroom. It's quite spacious. It looks really nice. We have a double vanity, 2 mirrors, a mirror with a light. We also have a makeup station, and this is the shower. I really like this material. I believe it's marble. We have a rain shower. This is really cool. I really like it. And this is the toilet. The door goes all the way to the ceiling, which is great for privacy and the toilet area. Also, the room has a door, which you can close for more privacy. I love it. This is the closet. And in the closet we have a safe, a steamer, and a hair dryer. Let's continue. This is the coffee station, a really nice gift from the hotel. Thank you. Also, Pringles. This is the minibar. It's really well stocked with beer, Coca-Cola, Sprite, orange juice, and water. Also M&Ms and Milky Way. Very nice. On this side we have, oh, this was another gift from the hotel. Thank you very much. That tote bag is nice. This is the luggage rack. TV, I believe it's 65 inches. I'm not sure, but it's a good size for the room. And we have 2 double beds. Also, we have a fan. You can control the lights from here, the AC temperature from here. We have power outlets and USB ports. On this side, we have a working station with a chair, which is quite clean. I really like the color. It's really nice. I also like the color of the sofa. The sofa is clean. It's not a sofa bed, but it's pretty comfortable. Yeah, this is the sitting area. They also gave us this gift, which is great. I love it. Also apples.
I'm not sure if that's because it's a preferred room or we're discoveries on Hyatt.
Yeah, maybe one of those.
One of those.
Yeah, but this is the balcony or terrace. The furniture is pretty basic. They could do some upgrade, but the view is beautiful. I love the tropical views. And this is the hot tub. Also, it's clean and it's in good condition. Overall, the room is in really good condition. I really like those little touches of wood. It doesn't look luxurious, but it's in good condition and we're happy with it. It's pretty clean also, so great. And the view, we love it.
Overall, I liked the room a bit more than John, but I agree that it is not one of the better rooms we've stayed in. I can explain it better. From what I had seen of the resort, I was expecting less of the room, so it pleasantly surprised me. However, John was expecting more for the price, and he's right. You can check the price of Secrets Royal Beach by scanning the QR code on the screen or clicking the link in the description. To unlock potential savings, sign up for free as a member. Even though the resort was renovated in 2020, some elements in the property and the room were apparently preserved from the old structure, design, and furnishings. For this reason, it didn't feel fully renovated to us. After leaving our belongings in the room, we walked to Coco Cafe to grab a snack. Coco Cafe is the hotel's coffee shop, usually our favorite hangout spot in resorts. The coffee shop was small, with minimal seating inside. You basically need to grab your food to go or sit outside. The outside area is lovely, but there is a lot of foot traffic. We ordered 2 coffees with milk, a cheesecake, a lemon pie, and an almond cake. Everything was tasty. There was a painting class near where we were seated, and we were amazed at how well everyone did their paintings. For reference, here's my attempt at drawing a beach setting, and I took 3 drawing classes in college. Next, we went to the preferred section on the right side of the property. We felt like we were in a completely different resort. Everything from the pools to the vegetation felt more upscale, and suddenly the 2020 36 million renovations made sense. We loved the looks and vibe of the preferred area, but couldn't help but feel that it wasn't fair to regular guests that the experience was so different. There are 3 gorgeous pools, one of which is a long one that they call a lazy river. Since there's no current, we'll call it a pool. This pool has swim-out rooms on one side and beautiful Balinese beds on the other. Unlike in the quiet pool, these beds didn't require extra payment. However, they were all occupied. On the way to one of the other pools, John ordered a passion fruit margarita, which was below average. Another pool is elevated on a platform with an infinity edge overlooking the beach. The bubbles make it look nice and warm, but looks can be deceiving, especially on this breezy and overcast afternoon. Going down the steps, there is another pool with a wet bar. This area has plenty of nice-looking wooden lounge chairs. So far, we love this preferred area, especially the pool tiles and lush vegetation, which make it look more upscale and modern than the rest of the resort. The large hot tub was calling our name, but it was a hot tub in name only, as the water was also cold. Luckily, just a few steps away, another hot tub is on the regular side. The water was lukewarm, but that was as good as we would get, so we went in. Having nowhere to put our belongings, we laid them on the floor nearby. We were there for a while until the ever-increasing PDA of the couple next to us drove us out. By now, it was pretty breezy, so we returned to our room and got ready to eat dinner early. We chose the Italian restaurant Olio for dinner. We didn't need a reservation and didn't have to wait for a table. The staff was very friendly. The restaurant was open air, but since it was breezy, it was perfect. John ordered his second passion fruit margarita, which wasn't good either. The food was hit and miss. As starters, we ordered the beef carpaccio and the eggplant parmesan, which were very tasty. Next, John ordered a shellfish risotto, which was good. My sun-dried tomato risotto was a disappointment, as it wasn't prepared with sun-dried tomatoes but regular ones. John also ordered an ossobuco, which was nicely cooked and tender but bland. I ordered the porcini mushroom ravioli, but the mushrooms were anything but flavorful porcini. I've experienced expensive ingredient swaps in other resorts, but wasn't expecting this at Secrets Royal Beach. We went to the main buffet for dessert, where I had a delicious walnut pie. Afterward, we went to the main plaza for the white party. The Volkswagen Beetle DJ setup was really cool. There was great music and a fun vibe. The hotel's animation team did a great job of entertaining the crowd. Since we were preferred guests, we visited the preferred lounge to try it out. You need your room key to enter, and the vibe is quite upscale. The bartender was very friendly, and I did my piña colada taste test, scoring it with an A. After hanging out here for a bit, we went to the sports bar on the next door hotel grounds. When you stay at the Secrets Royal Beach, you can access the Dreams Royal Beach Resort and all its amenities. Both are owned by Hyatt. The sports bar is between the two hotels, so it felt like you were still in the Secrets property. It is small, but with a good vibe. It was karaoke night and the crowd was younger. At 10:30, the nightclub opened. It was raining, so it was still empty, but we wanted to show it to you. While we were there, the music selection was great for dancing. You know we're not party people, so we returned to our room after a short while. We slept great, but the AC had a bit of a damp smell. Early the next day, we went to the gym. The weight area is quite small and not very well equipped, especially for a hotel this size. We grabbed breakfast at the buffet. Overall, it was good, but the pastries have been better at other Secrets properties and the oatmeal was not good. The fresh fruit juice selection was a nice touch. After breakfast, we headed to the beach. Secrets Royal Beach is located on Bávaro Beach, the most famous beach in Punta Cana, and for good reason. The beach was gorgeous. Seaweed was minimal in February, which was great. The sitting area was organized. There are palapas and palm trees for shade. And I also noticed smaller palm trees growing that should provide more shade over the years. The lounge chairs looked cheap for a resort at this price point. We went to the pool area, looking for a place to sit down, and like the day before, it was mission impossible. We ended up leaving our clothes and towels on the floor again and went into the hot tub, which wasn't that hot today either. Sadly, checkout time was fast approaching and we had to end our soak. Now, let's give Secrets Royal Beach an actual rated score. This one is going to be trickier, since we have not been a preferred guest in any of the 31 resorts we've ranked before Secrets Royal Beach. We will disregard any of its preferred amenities for our points allotment. For consistency, we will only score each category based on the amenities available to regular guests. This is how we've scored all the other resorts we've visited. Value for the money. After converting Hyatt points to their dollar value, we paid $543 per person per night for the cheapest preferred room type, about 25% higher than a regular room, which would have cost us about $407. For reference, we paid the same for the newer Secrets Tides and $93 more for the exclusive Secrets Cap Cana. We score Secrets Royal Beach 12 out of 20 at this high price point in the value for money category. Amenities 15 out of 20. Food 8 out of 15. Room 12 out of 15. Beach 10 out of 10. Service. We scored service a bit lower than its Secrets counterparts at 8 out of 10. Drinks 3 out of 5. Entertainment 5 out of 5. Neither John and I awarded our extra credit points. Secrets Royal Beach ranks 22nd out of the 32 Punta Cana resorts we've visited, scoring 73 out of 110. We strongly recommend upgrading to the preferred club when booking this hotel. Click this video next to watch how Secrets Royal Beach compares to the newer Secrets Tides at a similar price point.